Good morning, class. It's 11:30 on Monday. This is probably the last video I'm going to make for this class. You probably won't even be interested in it after next Monday, but you will be looking at your grades. So, talking about grades, because grades are due Tuesday night, I cannot accept any late assignments. If it is a few minutes after midnight, I'll accept that because I haven't started grading yet. But if it's like later on Monday, I won't be able to do that because I won't have time to evaluate your work and then get that final graded. All right. Looks like some people have been having some technical issues with some of the assignments. So the due dates are extended for any assignment for modules 5, 6, and 7. So that includes the quizzes and that simulation. Moving on to the discussions. I thought all of your discussion boards have been really good. In fact, I would say of any class I've taught over the last 3 years, your discussion boards have been the most robust and interesting for all 3 comments of any class that I've taught here at Ivy Tech. Let's see. So final grades, again, are going to be posted on Tuesday. That's why I need all those assignments in. And I'll give you some feedback on your writing assignments, and hopefully you guys are working on those already. So on that final paper, just some things to think about as you go through, right? So you should write your paper and then edit it and maybe do a rewrite, okay? So some things to look for to eliminate from your paper so you don't lose points while I'm grading it. For one, first person, okay? So in a research report for business, we don't want to use first person. We want to have sort of that clinical business-like style in our writing. All right, so even though you've put together all the information into one spot and you're actually being asked, would you go ahead with this project or not, okay, you still cannot use first person when you're writing those conclusions. No rhetorical questions, okay? That's just a poor tool to introduce your next topic. So you can write that rhetorical question in your rough draft, but make sure you eliminate it in your final draft. Don't assume the reader knows anything about the subject or has any of the books that you're referring to, especially the textbook. All right, so that's happened in a few of the other assignments and papers where you said in the textbook on page such and such. All right, you can't do that. You just have to put in the information from the book and put the citation in there. All right, so don't assume that people either know what you're talking about or that they have that book in front of them where they can refer to that section you're talking about. Okay, another thing that people tend to do is say, as I said in the previous section, okay, so you can't refer back to something in your paper in that manner, right? So if you want to bring something up again, bring it up again in your paper, okay? It's okay to be a little bit repetitive in that respect because, again, it clarifies things for the reader, and then you take away any misunderstanding that they might develop while reading your paper. Be sure to be clear, okay? So read your paper out loud so you eliminate a lot of those sort of introductory phrases that I see a lot. So try to eliminate those commas from your writing. Okay, so you might put something like, although this has happened in the past, right? You want to take that out and start with more of a declarative statement. Let's see. When you write your executive summary, okay, make sure you do not write an abstract for the paper, right? Abstract is different from the executive summary. In an executive summary, you're actually summarizing the paper for the person who's going to read it, so they have either an understanding as they go into the depth into the body of the paper, or they might not even decide to read the rest of the paper. So again, the executive summary is not an abstract. and make sure that you know the difference. Because in an abstract, you're telling the reader what your research was about, or what your research was hoping to uncover, and the methodology you were going to use to investigate that subject. Okay, totally different than executive summary, where you're bringing all the major elements of your paper together in 1 or 2 paragraphs for the reader to have a quick understanding about what your paper is about. A final thing is there are evaluations for each class. Okay, they are helpful for the instructors to make improvements in the class, so you can talk about in the comment sections things you liked, things you didn't like. Also, if you would, okay, so the original assignment, the big project assignment for this class, is not the one you guys did. This is an assignment that I've assigned in face-to-face classes. And you can send me an email telling me if you enjoyed doing this assignment, learning about a developing nation and some of the issues that are involved with trying to start a business there, and about a local company and what sort of products or services that they provide. Let's see. So anyway, this is the last week of class, so I cannot give you any extended due dates for assignments that are due, no late assignments. But I'd also like to say good luck with your future studies, reading your papers and seeing how things have evolved over the course of the semester. I think you're all really good students, so there are only 6 of you. You had really good discussion boards. Everyone's writing became more and more professional as we went along in the semester. I know you're not done with your schooling, but I hope you can take some of the elements from this course and apply them to the courses you're going to take further on as you finish up at Ivy Tech and go on to 4-year universities. So good luck with school and good luck with the rest of your careers, and I hope I get the chance to work with you again. Have a good day.